everyone, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're Drivin and Vibin.
This week's word of the week is Moochdocking. We're going to talk all about what that is and how and when we do it.
We are actually Moochdocking right now in my sister's yard, and we're about to pull up, so we'll show you where we're set up. So we're set up here at my sister's house, and we will be Moochdocking here for the next 2 months.
Moochdocking is also known as driveway surfing, and it's derived from the words boondocking and mooching.
It's different from regular boondocking, which is just dry camping on public land with no amenities, where this takes place at private residences in people's driveways or in their yards, and there may or may not be some amenities depending on the location.
Just make sure you have an invite, because that is essential to Moochdocking. We've been loving this backyard so far, and we'll get into talking about some of the benefits of Moochdocking.
So obviously my favorite thing about Moochdocking is being able to spend more time with my family in this specific situation, and getting to see my niece and nephew every day and spending quality time together.
And lots of times you also have access to household amenities, which include long hot showers, laundry facilities, and even sometimes unlimited Wi-Fi.
That is definitely a plus. And another thing that is really great about Moochdocking is usually the location. So we have great proximity to downtown here. We have Moochdocking before, or driveway surfed near Seattle, and it was great for us to be able to explore the surrounding area where campgrounds were a little more expensive and harder to find.
Yeah, but there are some things to consider before you Moochdocking, and that is, if you are in someone's driveway, a lack of privacy can definitely be felt, and you can also feel like you're imposing on someone's personal space. So if you're sensitive to those things, just make sure you know what you're getting into before you decide to Moochdocking.
There's definitely some good practices you can keep in mind to help you keep from feeling like a burden or like you're imposing, and discussing your stay time is definitely one of those things, so you can make sure not to overstay your welcome.
Yeah, good communication is key, because you also need to discuss things like, if you're using their power, what things in your camper you may or may not be able to use, because you don't want to blow a fuse. If your AC draws too much energy, you're going to need to not run that in someone's driveway a lot of times.
Yeah, and if you don't have electricity at that location, and you want to use your generator, ask and see if that will be a problem, if you're far enough away so the noise won't bother them. Just discuss things like that, and definitely keep your area and campsite clean, and you don't want to be making a mess in someone else's yard.
And it's also a good thing to show gratitude, so it doesn't have to be giving back in a monetary sense, but maybe make dinner for them, give them a gift that you got along the way to really show that you care.
Or just spending quality time together is the most valuable experience in our eyes.
If you don't have friends and family in a certain part of the country, but you still want to driveway surf or Moochdocking, there are some great resources out there, and the first one is Boondockers Welcome.
Boondockers Welcome is a program across the country where people let you stay in their driveway or their yard. It is a yearly membership, but it's pretty inexpensive. It's about $44 or something like that. And it's really cool because you get to meet new people, and a lot of them are fellow travelers, or RVers, and they have a lot of stories and information to share.
And the other resource out there is Harvest Hosts. Many times with this program, you're going to be staying at an actual business, but sometimes it's also at someone's residence or farm. And they are spread out throughout the country like Boondockers Welcome, and they're usually good for 1 or 2 overnight stays.
So hopefully this kind of gave you an overview of what Moochdocking or driveway surfing is, and how it could come into play in your travels in the future. Please share your stories with us about your Moochdocking experiences, and we would love to hear that in the comments below. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Later on.